What's up, anglers, and welcome back to another fishing adventure. Now, before we get to fishing today, I got to address the elephant in the room: the water. Where'd it go? This is the end of the boat launch here at Sabattus Pond, what used to be one of the best pike fisheries in the state. Now today, as you can see, the water's been drawn down, and looking at the signs of the boat launch, it's been drawn down 8 feet, and that's a substantial amount for a pond that is only a max depth of 19 feet in total. You take 8 feet out of that and it makes this pond super shallow. Anyways, I wanted to kind of explain what's happening here, as it's not all bad, at least in my opinion. So, as you can see behind me, way in the distance over there, you can see kind of a little bit of white structure. And what that is actually the remains of the dam that was here. Now what they did is they're rebuilding it to allow passage for alewives. So they're building a fish ladder, and then the alewives will be able to travel up Sabattis River into Sabattus Pond. And I think that's a good thing, because if the pike are able to stick around, that's going to become a major food source for them, and hopefully boom the population of pike in this lake, and hopefully boom the size that's left in here as well. So eventually, once it's done, the water will be rejuvenated back into this system. However, right now is a pretty dire time for these pike. It's been super hot lately in Maine, and as some of you guys know, northern pike, especially big pike, big fish in general, they require cooler oxygenated water in the summertime. And right now, with the water levels being so low and it being so hot, I'm kind of curious as to what's left here in this pond. So anyways, the pike have faced a massive amount of challenges to stay in this pond. I'm hoping that there's still some in here to catch today, so stay tuned. Let's go try and catch some pike. So I already have a very good sign as I'm loading my kayak up here. There is a bunch of little minnows right by the bank here. That's a good thing to see life right off, at least. Now we just gotta see if there's any pike left in here. Let's get loaded, go get on them. At first glance, the water is very, very green, which means it's got a little bit of an algae bloom going on. It's gonna be a 90-degree day. I'm thinking these fish are definitely going to be in the deepest water they can find. So I think I'm going to have to trek for deeper water right off. You can see the water lines on the edge of the water here at Martin's Point, which is a very common spot on the pond. This is where everybody launches their boats from and everything. It's just crazy to see the water lines way up on the rocks and how low the water is right now. Never seen anything like it before here. Check this out, you guys. Look at this. This would have been probably 6 feet underwater on this rock banking. From what I can see, it says George K. Green, 1866 to 1901. That's insane. Never seen anything like that before. Over 100-year-old tombstone just sitting on the edge of the water, unearthed and shown by this water drainage. I was paddling along looking for deeper water, and I just happened to pass by this spot, and it caught my eye. Just a square block of stone out of the rest of these round ones here, and just crazy. That's pretty cool though. Pretty cool to see. Laid the guy to rest right next to the pond. either while it was drained or while it was low years and years ago. As far as I knew, around this pond used to be all farmland, which it still is on one side of the pond, but I wonder if maybe this was a farmer that used to live along the banks while it was a lot lower back in the day. Pretty cool to see though. Anyways, let's get back to fishing. Well, right now I'm at the very north end of the pond. Paddled all the way up from the Martin's Point area all the way up to here because I know this is some of the deepest water in the pond up through here. And we'll also get into some weeds, which I think will be good because we'll have some cover. Fish. There's a fish, my drag glow. Here's a fish. Get over here. What do we got? Get over here. Oh, we got a bass. Got a bass. Can't stay away from him. Come here, buddy. I didn't mean to catch you. That works too, though. I didn't have the head cam on, but look at that bass right there. Super light colored bass because of this green water. So here he is. Nice little 2-pound largemouth bass right there. He's just so light. Like I said, this green water just changes things up, but first fish of the day here at Sabattus Pond. Not the pike we're looking for, but I've spent over an hour trying to catch one, so I'll take a bass any day. Here you go, buddy. See you next time. Awesome fish. You guys have no idea how good it felt to catch that bass, and I ended up catching him on the spinnerbait. I threw it up nice and shallow. I felt it bumping on some rocks and a little bit of weeds, and as soon as I pulled out of that, he hammered it. What a fish. Unfortunately, didn't have the head cam on, but hopefully got some on the GoPro behind me. But anyways, got lots of fishing left to do. Still have not caught the target species, which is pike. Usually at this time, over an hour, you'd have at least 5 or 10 pike at this point. Maybe not giants, but at least some little 2-footers. So I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna keep cranking. Hopefully we can get on one here soon. Well, first catch on the little bluegill was a little mussel. It's about that time. Fortunately, my legs burn pretty easy when I'm sitting on this kayak, so usually try to bring a white shirt. I noticed I am already starting to burn pretty good. There we go. Good old white shirt. Oh, there's a fish. There's a fish right there. Oh, that's a nice bass. Not the pike we wanted, but that is a nice bass right there. First fish on the bluegill bait. Nice bass. Get over here, buddy. He hammered it. That's a little bit better bass than the last one there. Oh, come on. Oh yeah, look at that fish. He nailed it. If he could have choked it, he would have. That's about as far in as he can get it. Awesome bass right there. What a fish. Still not the pike we're looking for, but I'll take a couple bass. I don't know where I just, oh, there they are. Look at that. He pretty much choked it. I mean, just sitting in there pretty good now, but look at that fish. He just hammered that bait. It's down in there pretty good. I'm gonna get him out real quick. There we go. On the bluegill bait. First fish ever caught with that thing. Look at that bass. Nice little 2.5, 3 pounder. Going back. See you, buddy. The cool thing about this is you get that dark pattern for this nice green water. You can see it pretty deep in there. But once they get under it, you get that nice orange target for the head. And it also has a little bit of chartreuse color back here in the tail that they can key on. So awesome, awesome fish, awesome bait. Still no pike on it, but it's good to see that the fish are at least seeing this and able to attack it. Still no pike though. I'm surprised. Usually they'll contest with these largemouth bass for some of these spots. Fish are loving it when I... Whoa! What the hell was that?
Whoa.
What the heck? That was a pike for sure. I don't know what he was going after. He just jumped straight out of the air. Alright, well, I can't imagine he's going after dragonflies. He can't be that desperate for food. I wouldn't think. Pike are going after dragonflies now. That's weird. Never seen that. There's a fish on the spinnerbait. On the spinnerbait. What do we got? Don't be another bass, please. Give me a pike. Oh, he's stuck in some weeds down there. Oh, another bass. Dang it. I mean, they're super fun to catch, but it's really not what I'm looking for. Another nice one, though. It's probably the biggest one so far. Give me your face, buddy. I mean, this guy is chunky, too. Look at how fat that bass is right there. They're definitely eating. That leads me to believe there's plenty of food, at least in here, for the bass. So, there's got to be some for the pike, too. That guy's just a little snub-nosed bass. Look at him. Not what we're looking for, but I'll take it. See you, bud. I'm just fishing this nice, shallow little spot here. And it leads to deep water right off to my right, or relatively deeper water. And these little grass clumps. And I'm just pulling my baits through those. You can see some of the grass here. But I'd imagine that these pike must be up here too, hunting the outskirts of these weeds, especially on that deeper water. It's probably a good way to break a rod. There's a fish. There's a fish. Feels like another bass. Maybe. Oh no! Spit the bait. Oh, I hope that was a bass and not a pike. That felt like the biggest fish of the day for sure. I had pressure on him and everything, but he just brought me into the weeds and was able to pop it off. Dang it. Hey, little buddy. There's a fish. There's a fish. On the spinnerbait. Please don't be a bass. Feels like a bass. Oh, it's a pike. It's a little pike, a little guy. Come here, buddy. The first one of the day. Ooh, he's a jumper. Come here. Ah, got him on that spinnerbait. Hang on, bud, I'll get you unhooked. Look at that fish right there. Nice little 20-something incher on that yellow or chartreuse and white spinnerbait. Well, that tells me right there that there's still some pike left in here. Just a little guy, but I'm now back in the shallows. I couldn't find any pike out where I was before by those bass, so I came to the shallows just to try, and there one is right there, a little dude. And these little ones can live in this warmer water a lot better than the big pike do. But I'm gonna go ahead and snap a picture of this guy and let him go, because even though he's small and can survive in this warm water, you always want to get him back as quick as you can. There's a fish. There's a fish. Oh, another bass. Dang it. Get over here, bud. Another bass. It's getting windy now. Throwing my last couple casts along this wall. Another freaking bass. The bass population is still very healthy in here. The pike population, we got one today, so I don't know how well that's doing, but hopefully once the dam is repaired, we'll come back out again, get on some more pike. But nonetheless, these bass are always fun to catch. See ya, buddy.